Hi, Stefan Swartling here from Swartling Network. As you may know, I have started a Google experience on my Mac where I'm trying to use only Chrome apps and Google services instead of native apps on my Mac. And it has been quite good. For example, I use the Chrome app called StackEdit instead of Byword to write text in Markdown code. For example, for blogging or writing description text on my YouTube videos and so on, Google Plus posts, and it works really great. I can't understand why I should buy the Byword app on my Mac when you have a free app called StackEdit that you can run in your Chrome. No reason at all. Yeah, one reason: if you have an iPhone, an iPad and a Mac, then you can synchronize everything you write between all the Byword versions you have. But you need to buy Byword for all devices, and that's really bad. Now you can install StackEdit in Chrome on your Mac and sync your text files to your Google Drive account or Dropbox account, and then open that text file in any text editor on your mobile device. For example, an Android phone, iPhone, iPad, Android tablet or so on. And I use Google Plus as my image editor instead of Pixelmator on my Mac. I also use some smaller Chrome apps for that. For example, Pixlr Express and Pixlr Photo Editor in my Chrome web browser. But Google Plus Photo Editor is actually enough for me. But if I want to add text and some other cool stuff, I use Pixlr Photo Editor in Chrome. And of course I have switched from Apple Mail to Gmail running in my Chrome on my Mac. And I have a Chrome app launcher installed through Chrome Canary build, and I use that instead of the dock on my Mac. From there I can start all the Chrome apps that I want to use, and I use Google Plus, Google service, as my news reader instead of RSS and RSS readers. So I don't use Reader anymore on my Mac, a native app. I use Google Plus instead. And I also stopped using Twitter. I only use Twitter and Facebook to share my links to my blog posts and videos, nothing else. I only use Google Plus now for my social network and YouTube, of course. But I must say that you can't replace Final Cut Pro X with a Chrome app. It's impossible. You can't edit video in Chrome or in a Chrome app yet. Yeah, I know many have said I should use WeVideo, but it sucks. It's terrible compared to Final Cut Pro X. Terrible. So, editing videos you need to do on a computer still with a real native app. And I have tried WeVideo and I have learned everything with it, so I know what I'm talking about. It sucks. And I have stopped using the native Evernote app on my Mac. I use Evernote directly in my Chrome web browser instead, the web version of Evernote, and it works great. It even have the notifications. But I must admit that I still use the Evernote helper started because I want to have a shortcut on my Mac to write a note. So I want to be able to very simple and fast add a note, and you can't do that from the Chrome web browser only. You need to have the Evernote native app installed, so you have the Evernote helper running in the background. You need to have that. So still I think that this Mac Google experience works great, but the Chrome OS and Chrome book is not enough for me because I need some native things still. For example, Final Cut Pro X and the Evernote helper. So the ideal future for me is to have a Chrome OS running above your real operating system as a shell. That way we can use Chrome OS, a web operating system, all the time, and then when we need a more powerful, more productive and creative way to do stuff, we can just start a native app and use your real operating system instead. I think that will be the future for Chrome, and I think that is what Google is working on. They're changing Chrome so much that I am sure that the Chrome web browser will be Chrome OS in the future. And the only reason you will buy a Chromebook in the future is when you need a cheap computer to do web stuff with, web surfing, social networking, simple photo editing, and so on. But no professional work like music making and video editing and so on. Of course, I also use Google Drive to make Word, Excel, PowerPoint files and so on, and it works really great. I actually collaborate with PowerPoint presentations in Google Drive in Chrome on my work, on my daily work as a project manager. It works really great. So doing that kind of work you can do on Chrome OS and Chromebook. You can, for example, start a PowerPoint presentation in Google Drive and edit it together with your colleagues at work. Works great. Same thing with Word and Excel. And I also use a Chrome app called MindMap for making mind maps. I use that instead of my native app called MindNode on my Mac. I also use Xmind and Remind on my Mac sometimes. But this mind map works excellent in Chrome, and you can start a new mind map directly from Google Drive and save it to Google Drive and so on. No real collaboration in mind map though, that's too bad. It's an excellent mind map app. Free, open source. So these kind of things you can do in a Chrome OS, Chrome web browser. But the future will be a Chrome OS running above your real operating system. Not only Chrome OS running on a computer. I'm sure of that. Okay, please like this video. Please support this channel by subscribing. Do that. Okay, bye.